Hello, everyone. I hope you all are staying safe, enjoying the weekend. I think it being the Saturday, the 21st of May. So I hope you all are having a joyful time. Now, I would like to talk about a very sensitive topic. Uh, I've had many clients who are undergoing Ashtama Sani, and they are away from their family, and they ask me if any one of their parents would actually be around anymore, whether there are chances that the said parent being affected, whether they would actually pass on from this world to the next, if you can get my meaning of it. So obviously the fear is there. Ashtama Sani time being a time where Sani brings about the fear, uh, depending on how your chart is placed. So I've had dozens of such queries, and it would be a very suitable method to actually showcase a chart and to talk about what's happening. So right now, I'm going to show a chart on the screen. This is a chart of someone who is born 15th December 1978 at 3:10 in the morning. And this is somewhere in Tamil Nadu. So you can see, obviously, the Rasi is Mithuna Raasi, and the Natchatram is Mirgashirsham, third Padam. And if you were to look at the Rasi's chart, you can see the Lagnam is Tulam, together with Venus. The house owner of Tulam is there, and that house of Tulam, is Sukharan's or Venus's Mula Trikona house. So it is more significant, more induces a greater strength, you could say, in the house of Tulam than Taurus, than Vrishabham. Anyway, so house owner is there, which is good. Mula Trikona, which is more than 50% strength, roughly about 70% strength. And you can see the dasa balance at birth. They put their Kuja 1 year, 9 months, 7 days, Kuja of Mars, Savai. And Savai is in the third house, house of siblings, and Mars itself is the Karagan for siblings. So that is there. So this person, during the time of birth in 1978, one of the past karmic energies was the eagerness to have a sibling. And hence this person would have had one male sibling or a brother, younger brother, in fact. And other placements of significance in the Rasi chart, the chart on the left, is Sunni and Rahu, Saturn and Rahu in Simmam or Leo. And they are in close proximity. Both are shadow planets, negative dark planets. And they are in the 11th house, right? House of Laban. You can see Jupiter is in the 10th house, and that's the house of karma, and that is Kadagam. Jupiter is in a slight retrograde position, and Jupiter looks at no other planet except for two, the Sun and Mercury, which is in the second house from Lagnam. So through Jupiter's fifth Drishti, he is casting his view on Sun and Mercury, and also taking into account the degrees of Guru is at 14 degrees 54 minutes, although it's in retrograde. And you can see Suryan is in 28 degrees in Vrichagam. Buddhan is in 11 degrees 50 minutes in Vrichagam, also in retrograde, about 17 degrees away from the sun. So not combust, although Mercury, Buddhan, can take a bit of proximity, a bit of closeness to the sun without being combust. Even if it was combust naturally through the drishti of Jupiter, it kind of neutralizes and then becomes positive. Other than that, as mentioned, Sandharan or the moon is in Midhanam, 3 degrees 17 seconds. That's the longitude. And the nakshatram it sits on is Mirgashirsham, third padam. So that is the Rasi chart. On the left, the right, you can see Rahu being the most important planet. Then you have Sun and Venus 3 houses away from the Lugnam. And you see Mars and Ketu in house number 6. In house number 10, you see Mercury, Saturn, and the Moon. Jupiter staying alone in the 11th house, and Rahu, as mentioned, 12th house from the Lugnam. Coming back to the Rasi chart, other than Venus being in its own house and in Mula Trikonam, we see that Jupiter is exalted in Karagam. So that's the point where Jupiter gets the highest amount of energy being cast out into the planet Earth. And whoever was lucky enough to be born at that time would have a very strong guru or Jupiter. Right, so we know that this is the Rasi and Navamsa chart, and we also know that the first dasa that this native has gone through is the Mars dasa. And that was slightly more than 1 year and 9 months. And after that, you would have 18 years of Rahu dasa, followed by Jupiter dasa of 16 years. And then currently this native is undergoing the middle of their Sani dasa, Saturn, and currently running Sani dasa Sukra Bhukti, or Saturn dasa Venus Bhukti. Right, so we know that Venus is in its own house. That is the positive, but there is a negative to be dealt with as well, which is Sunni is casting its third view on Venus, right? And Sunni doesn't really like that house. That's the house of the enemy, Simha. And also Sunni is being influenced or irritated further by Rahu, who also doesn't like to be there. But we can have a look at the nakshatram they are sitting on. Sunni is sitting on Puram, which is a nakshatram owned by Venus. Rahu is sitting on Uttaram, star owned by the sun. And the sun itself naturally is in the second house, house of family, house of courage, house of confidence, right? House of the capabilities of creating income. That's the second house, sitting alongside with Mercury. So you can see that they are about 17 degrees away, as mentioned, with the view of Guru. So this is the placement. This is the Dasa Bhukti. And being a Mithuna Raasi native of Mirgashirsham, third Padam Nakshatram, you know, this person is going through very painful Mithuna Raasi, Ashtama Sani for Mithuna Raasi, right? So naturally, bringing from top to bottom is the avant-garde, or the best thing that Sani does well for Ashtama Sani is bringing someone from top to bottom, falling down, like falling down the rungs of a ladder and stuff. So if you are a certain level up, you fall certain levels down, and if it stops at that, that is fine. But sometimes it goes a bit beyond that, such as what I'm about to say. Sunny looking at the Sukharan house, which also happens to be the Lagna house, which is Tulam. All right, so Sukharan being there, amongst other things, Sukharan in Tulam represents a romantic stance. Right, so this person has a lot of romantic incidences or affairs, so a lot of many relationships, right? And it naturally didn't work until getting to being married with that person, because Sunny is always casting a view on it. But then again, it only happens during Sunny's period, either Ashtama Sani or Sani Dasa, Bhukti or Antaram. Currently, this person is running a 19 years of Sani Dasa, and like I said, it's in the middle period with Sani Dasa, Sukra Bhukti. So there is an effect on ladies, females, love affairs, the spouse, right? Bosses, definitely it is being affected with a very irritable Rahu. And that's one part of it. The other part is there is a very high chance that the father would be affected. And if we were to look at the link, well, you can say that the Guru is casting a view on the Sun and Mercury, and the Sun represents father, second house, so it should be good. But right now, Ashtama Sani is happening. And look at the Nakshatram of Guru or Jupiter. Is sitting on Pusham, fourth Padam. And Pusham, fourth Padam. Pusham itself is a star owned by Sunny, Saturn, right? So the Charam strength, the Nakshatram strength has to be taken into account right now as well, right? So Sunny is influencing Guru. Guru is looking at the Sun right now. I know in the second house, the Sun and Mercury, but let's particularly focus on the Sun for the context that I'm talking about, the effect of a parent for this native's parent, which is the father. So Guru is looking at the Sun through the lens of Saturn, right? Ashtama Sani is happening. Guru is sitting on the Nakshatram of Pusham, owned by Sani, right? And look at the proximity of Sani and Rahu, right? So during the time of birth, wherever Sani is placed, that house, Simham, owned by the Sun anyway, and with the proximity of Rahu. Rahu is sitting on Uttiram, right? Uttaram is a star owned by the Sun. Naturally, father, government, regulation, bosses, elderly people, structure. So in this instance, Sunny is, due to the proximity of Rahu, has got a influence of Rahu. And then with Guru sitting on Sunny's star, has got the flow of these two energies, Sunny and Rahu, being cast into the Charam underneath Guru, and then Guru sorts of shoots out his strength or its view, his Drishti to the Sun. Again, look at the chart that I'm screening now. So Guru with his fifth Drishti, looking at Vrichagam, house of Vrichagam. So you see a few things would happen. Something very negative with the father would happen. And also, due to that, there would be some gains from that will come to the native, in the sense that Vrichagam is also the house for insurance. So you can imagine if something were to happen to the father, the matter of insurance, how it's going to play itself out. So this person is going to get some gains from that. Now, I'm not stating all this for the matter of the gains, but I'm stating it because of the effect of getting the gains is what this person must go through during Ashtama Sani, to recall quite naturally that nothing positive is meant to happen during Ashtama Sani. It's all about falling, as I've mentioned. So this native undoubtedly would feel that with the gaining of money from insurance in the end, through the loss of a father, means nothing. It is not a balanced thing. It's not what this native wants. This native doesn't want the money. This native wants the father to be around. But these things are meant to happen. These events are meant to happen. And therein is the teaching of a lesson. Again, Guru's view in this point, Guru itself is a teacher, right? The one who gives lessons alongside Sani, and sitting on top of Sani's Natchatram again, coming back to Pusham, sitting on that Natchatram. Guru has got no choice but to cast somewhere a lesson to this native that you lost a father, but you gain money, and I will make you feel miserable anyway. Why is all this happening? Well, somewhere in the past, in a past life, in a Purva Janma, right? This person neglected the father, and for the task of, or for the focus of money or material gains in life, and discarded or ignored the father, and something untoward would have happened, and therein the lesson has to be taught this time around. And that's how karma actually plays itself out. So if we look at how we talk about past karma coming to the present life, I always say that look at the first, fifth, and the ninth house. That is the trikona houses, or the triangle. So if you look at the fifth house, you see Ketu there. In the ninth house, you see the moon, or Sandaran. The moon is the mind, your thought process, your emotions. And Ketu is the tail of the snake, the other side being Rahu. Tail of the snake, which is contended, which deals with things that you cannot see in this material life. It's the life beyond, right? Rahu is the one that deals with the present life, the material world, what you see currently in front of you, like this laptop that I see, and the books that I have, and the coffee mug on my table. But beyond all this is things that do play an effect on our lives, but we don't see it, like the blessings of our forefathers, right? So those are from the past, have come back to it, and that is represented by Ketu. So again, this native, fifth house, Ketu, something to do with the past or something beyond. Drishti, something beyond sight. Drishti is sight. Drishti, and that's where adrishtam, the word comes from. It is called, adrishtam is effectively, we call it luck or good luck. But actually, we don't know how that good luck came. But in the broader context, in the Sanskrit terminology, adrishti, the root word is something has happened and you do not know from where that effect or the influence, the hand that did the arm twisting, you have no idea. But it happened and you're glad for it. Ketu, fifth house. Ninth house, the moon. Your mind is just wrapped up about a particular karma. And that is effectively what this person is meant to go through in its entirety. So after Sani dasa, right, you have 17 years of Mercury, followed by Ketu, and then Sukharan would happen for 20 years. Effectively, these are the effects of Ashtama Sani, which happens, the second Ashtama Sani, which happens in midlife. For someone, is designed to be the most painful. Again, this is more for an information kind of a video, so not directed at anyone in particular. Just look at how your chart is placed, the planets, the placements, whether anything has got Digbalam or positional strength, Drikbalam, anything that has got Parivartane strength, right? Anything that has got the positive view of Jupiter and all that can actually stop certain things. All that can actually delay certain events and incidences. So again, this is the infinite combination of astrology. So there's no two charts that I have seen which looks similar. And therein is the myriad, the colorful tapestries of life, of human life, in fact. So we are all here to experience different things. Some are pleasant, some are painful, some are just wrapped around lessons. So regardless of what it is, just hang in there. A negative time won't last forever. That is for sure. Please have your own chart checked. If you'd like me to have a look at your chart, please reach out to me, send me an email. It's always a good idea to have your chart checked at least once by an astrologer. Reach out to anyone whom you are comfortable with, share with some friends, query some friends who have actually looked at it before through someone. And yeah, so I hope you found this video to be helpful, informative. Stay safe, be healthy, help people. All right, and I will talk to you all again soon. Right, so thank you everyone, and God bless.